Hey guys, George at SoundTraxx here. This week, after I got done copying all of my Locomotive settings from one to the other, we're going to go ahead and show you one of the advanced benefits of using the Blunami app, and that is multi-unit consisting. Want to learn more? Let's get started. Now, a lot of times, especially in modern diesels, when you want to run more than one unit, you want to do what's called consisting, which means running multiple locomotives together. Now, we've done some other videos in the past regarding the app-managed consisting, but there's been a slight upgrade in it, and I want to talk about that so that way you can get the best operation for your railroad. So first off, as we've talked about, right now I've got these locomotives already consisted as consist group A. So you can see here on my screen that under the 7019, which is the lead unit, that is the lead unit. So you have all my throttle, horn, bell, all that stuff. Now 7020, which is the trailing unit, doesn't have all that stuff because it's following the lead commands sent from one to the other. Now normally to set this up, and like I said, I've already done it, but you check the chain link and then you have four numbers, A, B, C, and D, that you can choose to have your locomotive run under consist A, consist B, consist C, or consist D. And then over here at the top of 7020, you can see, is this a rear loco or middle? And is it a facing backwards or is it facing forward? So that kind of helps you orient. That's it. The app does all the rest of the hard work for you. That is once you do a little bit of setup. And I'm going to show you what that is. So here on my lead unit, 7019, we're going to go ahead and go into the gear settings. We're going to go under consist functions down at the bottom. Now this is where you determine which lights, which sounds, which effects are going to come from which locomotive. Now as you can see, I've got app managed consist lighting, and what that's going to do is that's going to go ahead and set up your directional lights on the forward facing of the lead unit and the rearward facing of the last unit or the rear unit. And it does this through some CV manipulation, but if you don't want to do that, you can simply uncheck and then you can manually determine which ones work. So here in App Managed Consist Lighting, when I move forward, I'm going to go ahead and go back and show you this. So now when I move forward, my lead unit will have the, oops, forgot my whistle signal and my bell. But anyway, as we move forward, the lead unit has the headlight on, and you can see that the trailing unit doesn't have the headlight on. But now when I bring the locomotive to a stop and I change directions, now it doesn't happen instantly when I change directions. Now I have to start moving, and when I start moving in the reverse direction, you'll now see the headlight turn on the quote-unquote rear unit. And then you'll also see that they're extinguished now on what was the lead unit. And the app does the hard work for you. So when you change directions, again, you can have that work the way you want. Now, if any of you guys know me, I don't do directional lighting. The engineer didn't turn off the headlight and turn on the backup light, let alone turn off the headlight, run to the other unit, turn on the headlight, run back to the lead unit, and then do the switching move every time they stopped and changed directions. So this gives you the opportunity now to control the lights your way. So we're going to go back to our gear setting. We're going to go back to consist functions. Now, for me personally, like I said, I don't use directional lights. So I'm going to uncheck that. So now we're going to go to our lead unit, and you'll see that both headlight and backup light, which F0 headlight, F0 reverse headlight, are all checked all the way down to... Now, I normally map the backup light to 28, so let's go ahead and do that, because I did make changes for this video. I'm going to go ahead and go to Function Remap, and you'll see that the backup light here is on 0. We're just going to go ahead and put it on 28 and save it. Now we're going to go ahead and go to my light settings, and we're going to make these non-directional, so we're going to make sure that they are enabled in both directions. Oops, I forgot to change that to an LED. We're going to do our backup light. We're going to do the same way. We're going to say yes, and we're going to change that to an LED. And then, so now, we're going to do this to the other unit. Go to our function remap. You can see I've got 0. I'm going to make that 28. So what that does is it gives me independent control of my headlight and backup light. So if this unit was by itself, I'd still have a backup light control. Ignore the fact that it's an E unit and you almost never had the backup light, but at least Rapido was good enough to give us a backup light so that we can use it if and when we need it. So now we're going to go to our light settings and we're going to make these lights non-directional, just like they would normally be in the real world. And that one apparently I checked as an LED. And then now we're going to go back to our consist functions. And then here I'm going to uncheck the app managed consist lighting. So when I check this, my headlight is going to be on this unit. But then when I go to the rear unit, I'm going to uncheck the headlight. So now when I start to move in the forward direction, you'll see that my headlight is illuminated, and then the backup light is not illuminated. But then when I come to a stop and I change directions and I start moving in the reverse, you'll see now that the rear headlight on this unit is no longer illuminated. But now you'll notice that the headlight on the rear unit is still illuminated. And so that would be a more prototypical operation when it comes to running your trains. So we bring the locomotives to a stop. Again, we change direction and we start moving and our headlight stays on. And now we can go ahead and turn on things like the Mars light. We'll turn on the number boards. And now all of those settings are sent to the lead unit and not the trailing, because we've set that in those consist functions. So with the updated version of the app, let's bring this guy to a stop. With the updated version of the app, you have the flexibility to decide how you want the headlights to be controlled. So if you want them directional, just make sure that you leave that app managed lights for consisting checked, and the app will take care of the directional lighting. The biggest thing here is don't close your app or shut the layout down and walk away without breaking them up, because as I said, it's manipulating CVs to make that happen. But if you close the app without restoring that, then those CVs could be wrong, set in there differently. So the next time you come back, they may not work the way you expect. So always make sure you kill the consist. And so to do that, we're going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to drop 70-20. We're just going to consist group off. And then the lead unit, consist group off. Now they're both independent free locomotives. There's the horn from 70-20 and the horn from 70-19. So this gives you the ability to build your consists the way you want them to, so that way your trains will run the way you want them to. So if you need any further assistance or if you have any questions, send us an email at support@soundtraxx.com or give us a call Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30. We're here to help you. So be sure to take advantage of our great customer service if you have any questions. But really, the Blunami app shines, especially when it comes to consisting, because it makes it easy and fun, no longer confusing or difficult to do CV bit math. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.